Guten Tag, mein Kameraden. Zakhev here, and today we're finally taking out the one, the only, the Wehrmacht's very own Nashorn. This is my favorite vehicle, my favorite vehicle of the Wehrmacht of the Second World War. It just looks so fucking awesome. I mean, yes, it essentially has no protection and is a glass cannon, but an 88 is an 88, ladies and gentlemen, and we're hopefully going to see that come to truth in this battle. So we're playing on Poland. We're playing... what is it? Battle. It's just battle on Poland. And I've gotten some fairly decent progress already done with this thing. I have parts for it. I have tracks done for it. I have elevation mechanism, I believe. But I figured, hey, why not record a match for the guys? And this is a good setup to showcase this on. This is not, by any means, an aggressive vehicle. This is more of an ambush vehicle, to be honest. This is kind of a hide, and if something comes your way, you fucking smash a shell right into its side. This thing has... what does this thing even fucking have? This thing is 232 millimeters of penetration from 100 meters away. Alright, we are approaching, though, the front. Oh. Fucking hit. Fuck. Scheisse. Alright, could have been worse, could have been worse, could have been much worse. We're calling for some backup right there. We don't have anybody reinforcing this side of the map, though, and that is a problem. But now that I've had to pull off, because if I fired again, it could have knocked out my whole crew, excuse me. He does have the upper hand, so now we're gonna have to play defensively and ambush the fuck out of him. Did I just knock down a tree? No, I knocked down a cart. I was like, did I just knock down the huge ass tree that's here?
Mercy. We have taken the initiative.
Alright, we're gonna call in some guys right there. Alert them that there is a comet there, and I think he just did kill an IS-1. I think that's the comet that killed our IS-1. Tiger H-1 and a KV-85 pushing up with us. This is good. This is very good. This is... if you have a friend that plays the Nashorn, you need... be a good guy and take out one of these heavies at this tier for... because he needs tank support. He's not able to do this by himself. He is very lightly armored. He has the highest velocity gun out of you. If you're he has higher velocity most likely than you do if you're assisting in a Tiger. But that velocity means nothing if a shell just rips through him and fucks him up. For God's sake, he already hit one of my ammo racks, just barely. My elevation gears are orange, and my loader got fucked up, and now my radio operator gunner is now taking over. Oh, shit. Fucking comet. KV-85, move. KV-85, you gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move. You have to move.
Repairing.
He's not gonna move. I admire your bucket prowess, but your bucket skills, but you gotta move, dude. Ooh. It's a very stressful tank to play with, though, if you don't have support. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. He's gonna get him. They're gonna get him. They got him. Das ist gut, ja. And with that out of the way, we'll cover this Panther as he advances. Yeah, another thing about this tank. The Nashorn, it's not an aggressive tank by any means. You are a vehicle that is to cover other vehicles in the paths they are making. Hold on 1 second. Alright, yep, you're done. You're done. Thanks for playing. Just, let me change out my rounds right here. There we go. Thank you for playing, Sherman, but know who's the superior force in this match, please. But yeah, as I'm saying, this is a rear echelon tank. You are not going to be in the front lines with this thing. It's a tank destroyer. It is a tank destroyer. It's a field gun on a I believe it's Czechoslovakian tank chassis. This thing is made for long range, for ambushes, not for, oh hey, the enemy can see me and I'll try and bounce shots. The likelihood, I got very lucky when I got hit by that comet. That comet could have easily fucked me up. You're not really going to be capping with this thing either, unless there's, like, no enemy tanks left. But for the sake of it, we are going to push up just a tad. Just a tad. Because for the first time in, like, ever all day, my team is pushing up evenly across the map, and he just got wrecked. So I'm going to stay behind these trees a little bit. Sherman Firefly did just eat it. T-34 is okay now. Fucking pawing in the air, man. I gotta stop sniffling. Gets annoying. I know it gets annoying, and I try not to do it for you guys, but it's just so hard. Here we go. Oh, they're capping B. Defend that B point, gentlemen. What's that? What's that? It was a Churchill. Was a Churchill. I'm not playing this tank to its necessary playing style. I'm being very dumb with it, actually. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got one guy back there. He is a heavy, so hopefully he'll take out the guys capping B. Steady, gentlemen. Steady. Steady. Got some AA out there. Fucking M18's back there at B.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Anybody got Air Force? Oh, sweet. Lavoshkin 9 took out the Typhoon. That is good. What is that out there? Looks like a Sherman. It is a Sherman Firefly. There we go. Good thing I spotted him. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He's derping around really hard. But with that, we have won the match for the glorious Reich. And now, let us take a look at the modifications on this thing. Didn't do too bad that match, actually. Very quick match. That was a blitzkrieg of a match right there. Oh, I'm working on the elevation mechanism now. My mistake. I previously said I had it. My bad. Anyway, so the Nashorn, it's got a Pak 43, 88mm Pak 43 cannon, holds a maximum capacity of 40 rounds, and this thing's coming in at a rank 3 BR of 5.0. Remember that, guys. That's very good for a rank 3 gun. And its turret rotation speed, or its traverse, is 10.2 degrees a second. Not that bad. Vertical guidance is -5 by 20 degrees. Reload rate is 9.8 degrees a second. Its hull armor... Oh, this is when it gets fun. When it gets hilarious. Its hull armor is 30 by 20 by 20. Its turret armor is 10 by 10 by 10. And its armor penetration is 232, 219, and 204 at distances of 100, 500, and 1,000. So even at 1,000 meters, this thing's maximum penetration is above 200 meters. 10. Here's where it gets... What this thing... You know this thing is really just glass when the red zones are red. When the 30mm zones are the red zone. The side, it's got 20. Oh, this thing, guys, it was meant to just be a mobile field gun. That's really what it is, a quick mobile field gun. It was not... This is not meant to take damage. This is definitely a rear firing tank. You do not take this thing to the front. This thing is like, its highest is 30 mil. Its highest thickness is 30mm of armor. Continuing, it's only 23.5 tons. This thing is very, very light. Its max speed's 40 kilometers an hour. Maximum inclination is 41 degrees. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. It's got better gun depression than Soviet SPGs. The Dicker Max is amazing, though, in SPG. Gun depression, though, so it doesn't compete with the Dicker Max. Higher velocity, gun depression, not so much. And it's 119% visible. Gives you 130% reward, and its research points bonus is plus 60. It's not that bad for an SPG. Very good mid-tier SPG. Let's take a look at the crew. The transmission's here, and the engine's in the center of the tank, with its fuel tank on the side here and underneath here. Radio operator gunner / machine gunner, which they should just put radio operator gunner because there is no coaxially mounted machine gun for him to operate. The driver's viewport, very limited viewport for this driver. This should just give you this just reinforces that this tank is not an aggressive tank. It only has the forward-facing viewport. This is not meant to be able to see things at 90 degrees for the turret to turn and everything. You're supposed to use this thing when you have flanks secured and not be farther than your secured flanks are. Engine. Like American tanks for this one, though, they put a lot of the ammo on the floor. You can't really see it under there. They open this up and they get it out, actually. Like, I don't know if you can see it. These two little hatches here. You got ammo there, you got ammo on the sides, and you have ammo right on the back underneath the floor as well. Is there a hatch for that? There must be. I think there might be one here. Or, yeah, there's one back here, it looks. You just flip this down. And, you got your commander in the back, you got your loader right here, and you got your gunner right there. This thing has a very impressive gun, though. A Pak 43 on this tier, more so an SPG, is just ridiculous. Like, this will kill nearly anything at its tier. It will kill it in one shot. Or it will significantly cripple it in one shot. This is an amazing vehicle in terms of firepower. And the thing is, you got your little rabbit ears here for the commander and everything. So he doesn't have to poke his head out. When they would fire this thing, actually, the shells would pop out of here, and they would just, because this thing's not a frontline tank, I can't say it enough, they'd open these up, and the shell would, like, usually just fly out the back or whatever onto the ground behind them, or the casing would just load another one. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Nashorn. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like And make sure to comment down below if you guys want me to showcase anything next. This has been Zakhev, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. I do War Thunder videos regularly.